If your breakfast spikes your blood sugar, you have already lost your afternoon. Not because you lack discipline, not because you need more coffee, but because the metabolic dominoes have already started falling. By the time you feel the crash at 2 or 3 in the afternoon, the biological chain reaction that caused it began hours earlier, often with the very first meal of the day. Most people think of breakfast as fuel. Eat something, get energy, start the day. But metabolically, breakfast is not just fuel, it is a signal. The first nutrients that enter your system after an overnight fast determine how your hormones, energy, hunger signals, and cognitive performance behave for the next several hours. Get that signal wrong, and the result is familiar: mid morning hunger, afternoon brain fog, a second or third cup of coffee just to stay functional. For high performing adults who rely on sustained focus and clear thinking, this is important because metabolic instability erodes productivity, decision quality, and energy throughout the day. Excuse me. So the real question becomes this: why does a simple breakfast create such dramatically different outcomes for people's energy, focus, and metabolic stability? To answer that, we need to look at what most morning routines get wrong. As a physician who has spent years treating the downstream complications of metabolic dysfunction, I've seen how small daily patterns eventually become serious health problems. Fatty liver disease, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, some forms of cancer. These conditions rarely appear suddenly. They develop slowly through metabolic patterns that repeat day after day, often beginning with how the body handles glucose and insulin. And one of the most powerful daily signals influencing that process is the very first meal of the day. That's one, excuse me. Most modern breakfasts follow one of three predictable patterns, and each one destabilizes, excuse me, metabolism in a slightly different way. One, the sugar start. Fruit juice, sweetened coffee drinks, pastries, or sugary cereals. These foods deliver glucose into the bloodstream extremely quickly. Blood sugar spikes, insulin surges to bring it back down, and that rapid rise and fall sets up the classic mid morning energy crash. Excuse me. Two, the refined carb start. We're talking bagels, toast, biscuits. These may not taste sweet, but refined carbohydrates behave metabolically the same way as sweets. They digest quickly, elevate blood glucose rapidly, and create the same spike crash pattern. Excuse me. And three, the coffee only start. Many busy professionals skip breakfast entirely and rely on caffeine. This suppresses hunger temporarily, but increases cortisol and delays stable energy production. Eventually, the body compensates with stronger hunger signals and cravings later in the day. In all three cases, the result is the same: metabolic instability. Now, to understand the alternative, I want to introduce a simple structure. I call this the breakfast domino framework. That idea is straightforward. The first metabolic signal of your day determines how the rest of the dominoes fall. And those dominoes affect energy, cognition, and hunger for hours afterward. Three specific components depend, three specific components determine whether the domino holds steady or if it collapses. Domino one, the protein anchor. The first signal your metabolism receives should be protein. Protein slows digestion and stimulates satiety hormones such as GLP-1 and peptide YY. These hormones communicate directly with the brain, reducing hunger and stabilizing energy. When breakfast begins with adequate protein, about 25 to 40 grams, blood sugar rises gradually rather than spiking aggressively. Examples include eggs, Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, smoked salmon, tofu, or tempeh. The protein anchor stabilizes the first domino. Now, domino two is the fiber buffer. Fiber acts as a metabolic speed regulator. It slows down the rate at which glucose enters the bloodstream. This smooths excuse me, this smooths the blood sugar curve rather than allowing sharp spikes. Fiber sources at breakfast might include your vegetables, berries, chia seeds, flaxseed, whole oats. And this second domino, it ensures that glucose enters circulation at a controlled pace. And then there's domino three, which is the fat break. Healthy natural fats extend your satiety and further slow digestion. They help create a gradual release of energy over time. Examples include avocado, olive oil, nuts and seeds, whole eggs. Together with protein and fiber, dietary fat prevents the rapid metabolic swings that drive afternoon fatigue. Now, most breakfasts create energy spikes followed by crashes. A metabolically strategic breakfast, though, creates stability. Spikes produce urgency and fatigue, and stability produces clarity and endurance. So, for people whose work depends on sustained thinking and decision making, that difference is crucial. If you want to test this for yourself, try a simple experiment for the next week. At breakfast, build your meal around three elements: a protein anchor, a fiber buffer, and a fat break. So, for example, eggs with avocado and vegetables, or Greek yogurt with berries, pumpkin seeds, and walnuts. That's one of my personal favorites, actually. Then you pay attention to what happens later in the day. Your afternoon energy will tell you whether the metabolic domino stays upright or whether it stayed upright, right? So you're not just choosing what to eat for breakfast, you are choosing the metabolic trajectory of your entire day. When blood sugar spikes early, the afternoon collapses. But when the morning begins with metabolic stability, your energy, focus, and decision making remain available for the work that matters most. Now, if you want deeper insight into your current metabolic stability, I recommend starting with the Metabolic Health Assessment link below. It's not a quiz, it is a diagnostic lens designed to help you understand how your metabolism is functioning today and what steps will restore long term metabolic resilience. The most powerful productivity system that you will ever build is not your calendar, it's your metabolism.